That
I
would
mean,
be
they've been
everybody.
here since the game started.
I think we left off with about to disguise our orc.
Yes, you were discussing that when I'm not sure how much you continued on about him being green and what color orcs are and so forth, and then my power blipped out.
I think we pretty much. We pretty much only discovered at that point that my deception's higher, so Glizix would probably have to help. Glizix would probably have to help me, but we were going to disguise Kruga, right?
Kruger just goes up to the two-headed troll and just goes,
When you get up to that troll and you're like, "You belong to me now," just make sure you let him know you're in a disguise. Walk up to him later as Kruga, and he just kicks you in the nuts.
All right, so what are we disguising Kruga as? Just a different orc?
Full-blooded orc, right?
Well, I was going to try and go with the human barbarian with the bristly beard, unless you want to just be a different orc.
Like, could we disguise him to pass as a human, despite him having a lot of orcish features?
being the biggest human
You
to have ever humaned.
You can try to disguise him as a dragon if you want. That's all depends on what the difficulty is going to be.
Would it be harder to disguise him as a human as it would be to disguise him as a full-blooded orc?
Most likely.
Does this menagerie have clowns?
Get a Georgia.
Not yet, but I hear five of them are on its way there.
If we need French fries, go. Lots of salt.
They have not necessarily clowns, but they have stuff, like jugglers and, stuff like that.
Well, I think actually at this point it should be up to Kruga. Disguised as a human or an orc. Which one would you be more comfortable masquerading as?
What I'm hearing is Rakdos Circus, Zargan.
I can do whatever. If you can disguise me as some sort of performer, then I can do that as well.
That's right. He did do some performance no one but Glizix saw. I feel like we should go for orc. I feel Kruga's got the mannerisms. He wouldn't stand out as a human. He could probably pass off, but we're in the middle of a civilized human place. He comes in like some human barbarian-looking guy. That'd probably stand out more than an orc.
Okay, it was just a suggestion.
It wasn't.
Other orc it is.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad one for sure. It's actually not a bad one. We'll do orc. Stop fitzing about. All right, you start mixing the foundation. We'll turn this half orc into a full orc.
All right. Are you disguising anyone else?
We should probably do those of us who are going to be involved. Let's be honest. We're going to put a target on our back from the Thieves Guild. Maybe not Zakara, maybe not Kruga, but the rest of us by association. It's just a makeup day, apparently.
It's a good thing we're all marrying matching capes now.
Yeah, do disguises all around. Why not?
All right. Just changing how you look, not changing race or nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Add a little vibrancy to the gnome.
Who is doing this?
We're a completely different group of the same makeup.
Hey, Raz could be a halfling.
I'm not pudgy enough.
Hey, Raskins goes a goblin, up goes a gnome.
Completely different. There you go.
All right, let's do Kruga first because he's going to be the big, important, eye-catching one.
Who's doing what, and is anyone assisting?
I will do because it's a deception-based check to use the kit, right, Glizix?
Correct.
I am being disguised.
We are disguising Kruga. I will head the check, and Glizix is helping, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, Glizix, go ahead and roll me your deception. You can do it in the open.
$22.
All right, that is a success.
Yeah.
Raz, you may roll yours in the tower with a +1.
adding a +1 modifier to the deception into the. I think this is deception. It was kind of
Remember, Kruger, say yes to the dress.
All right.
Remember, Kruger, no Orcish.
Just Jotun.
No Jotun.
Over here Jotun around.
We're halfway done.
All
And I turn to Raz. Go. Are you sure you don't want to do a short ogre?
Who's being disguised next?
I'll put myself up there. Make me look like a.
We're gonna be children, aren't we, Raz?
Do you wear the bonnet?
Or we could just go for the overcoat. I am on shoulder.
Yeah, we'll do, because Zakara's got a magical hat that'll change her appearance, so we don't have to do anything for her. Unless she's a cat person, that would be hard.
Yep.
Paint my fur.
How comfortable are you walking around without a tail?
Does it grow back? No. Oops.
Just get a bucket, fill it with water, put in a pack of Kool-Aid, throw it on the car, and call it a day.
Yep. All right, Glizzik, go ahead and roll me another deception check. I'm assuming you're helping Raz disguise himself.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Look at that.
All right.
It's a lot easier when I can reach your
face.
face.
So,
Right.
Raz, you may add +2.
Mm.
Rolled in the tower.
We're going to go for like a bright, vibrant crimson red color on the hair. Kind of pale up the skin a bit. Not like pale, but more just a bright, more vibrant.
Like a vampire. Got it.
Make me look more like a younger gnome.
Hey, but you did find the cure for the bleaching.
It's called makeup.
Yep. All right, Glizzik, roll a help and assist to help disguise yourself.
Now we're going to have to tape your ears back a bit.
Ah,
And we're definitely going to need to file down those teeth.
That is not a success.
the Reaper giveth and the Reaper taketh away.
So, Raz, you may roll in the tower just a flat roll.
All you really do to him is you just spray him down with the hose and clean him, and that's it.
Turns out his skin wasn't actually black. It was just grime from years and years of buildup.
All right, I'm assuming you're disguising Galgrim as well?
Yep.
Depends. What's
I got the
Galgrim's role in here? We're going into this, just as a recap, we're going into the menagerie, and Kruger wants to get to that two-headed troll. So we're going to go in and probably cause some chaos and ruckus. So we probably don't want to look like ourselves. There, you're caught up.
Galgrim disguise in general. Make it.
If I
The keytar is important.
would have had time to prepare spells and shit this morning, waking up and knowing we were doing that.
You would have time
Yep.
to change spells, but you wouldn't have known I mean, no one said they were doing this until after.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
Otherwise, I would have prepared some fucking tear gas bombs I just learned.
I mean, I would have prepared, like, insect form and, like,
Mystic. Always prepare for chaos.
We basically assumed that we would be
I was
getting-
preparing for a nice, relaxing downtime of finishing up fucking,
Chaos, right?
Why
Nope.
would you ever expect that?
We're 180ing and doing this instead, apparently.
I mean, there's not much I can do to disguise myself.
No, they are disguising you.
We're using a disguise kit. We're gonna make you
All
look
you
like
gotta do is hold
totally different dwarf.
Okay.
I think you should shave his beard.
a better
How
dwarf.
are we disguising the bear to make it look like a totally different dwarf and bear combo?
Pet cash.
Do you think I prepared that for today?
I would think you would prepare it every day after your jail debacle.
I'll-
I mean, I did, but that's a moot point.
The nat one I just rolled to assist you on Galgrim's costume is not bueno.
If I know we were doing this, I could have taken fucking, like, form shift shit.
Oh, don't
Well,
worry.
you would have known that we were going to be trying to take the troll from the menagerie.
Yeah, we knew we were doing that. We just didn't know we'd be going in with this particular plan. Basically,
Roll the dwarf in mud and throw grass.
I prepared my combat-related stuff because I figured we'd be causing a scene. But we are.
So Zargan, would I have had a chance to change my spells or no?
I mean, you had the chance, but you can't get nothing too particular. Because it was, we're going to go and do this, but no one had any plans or nothing until, hey, let's go do it now. What's the plan?
Same as always.
Yeah, exactly. Same as always. Wing it.
It's what players do
Okay,
best.
well, the only spell I'd want to pick up is the one that lets me change basically to an older or younger form of myself. So it kind of disguises me.
But would that be part of the plan from day one? Because no one else thought of that.
Why I'm asking you if it's allowed or not.
I would probably say not that, no.
Okay.
We're planning on buying tickets to go in, by the way.
Because I basically have all of my default. Oh, yeah, then I probably wouldn't have prepped that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't prepare a bunch of freaking.
I do have all my combat shit, though, because basically my form changes and spells don't change all that much anymore.
You know what? Quick alchemy with the tear gas is fine. It's fine. The DC will go up for it.
All right. Raz, go ahead and roll me Galgrim's disguise with a -1 in the tower.
Yeah, it's all downhill from the goblin now. Okay, so dwarves don't grow ears that long. We can't give him ear extensions. What
Sure
are you
you
doing
can.
to his? What are you doing to his beard?
It says, I love goblins. What? All right, you guys disguise the 4 yourselves. Takes about
4
an
of us.
hour to get everyone disguised. You
Yeah, we
guys
didn't
head
have to
off,
do the. She has a hat.
and as you get close, the kitty kind of blends in with the crowd. And what do you change into, kitty?
I am going to change into a
A black cat with a white stripe down the back.
They'll never notice.
Skunk.
Yep.
Throw some shade back. The Thieves Guild change into one of their members.
You cannot pick out an individual person.
I'm going to be a female human. With
Barbarian. Bushy beard.
With a
With-
beard.
dark brown skin and long dark purple hair. And how to disguise is just going to look like a ponytail.
Okay. All right, you guys come up to the circus. What kind of seats you guys want? The cheap seats again?
By the way, I figure we're probably not approaching all at the same time.
No, I don't know. If you're coming in as a group or individuals.
Yeah, like stagger it a bit.
Because how are you
Yeah,
guys?
I
I
mean-
mean, what's the plan? You guys going to group up inside?
I imagine we're gonna go in there and cause a hell of a distraction so Kruger can do his work. So
Well,
let's
You
stagger
might
it
want
up.
to, before you guys go in, you might want to come up with your plan, since you can't really talk. If you're not by each other, you can't talk to each other.
Okay. Do we just go in and immediately start causing mayhem?
Mayhem.
I figure once the show starts, when people's eyes are towards the scene, someone starts something, someone else goes with something.
How about Glizzik and Galgrim get into a fight?
We do get help.
What about murdering a goblin in public again?
So you guys coming up with a plan, or are you just gonna wait till someone does something?
Hey, Glizzik.
I mean, I could shape into a fucking dinosaur and sneak it, insect form, sneak into the back area, shape into a dinosaur and pop out and start causing mayhem.
I feel we definitely need to take an extra step or two to not leave something that could be traced back to us. I mean, how many druids are in the city, kind of thing.
I have 2 preparations of insect form. I just do that and then disappear.
I
Yes,
think his point is that it could still be traced back to us.
And I intend to use some of this this tear gas stuff. It basically leaves nothing behind once it's all used up, and theoretically anybody could get their hands on it. But a dinosaur stomping around, I mean, the city has every magic user on register, right? How many people can shape into a dinosaur? That's probably where they'll begin that investigation. So something maybe a little bit more subtle, something that's like more attainable for everyone, but you just don't want to leave that stomping trail right back to you.
it's different if we're defending the town like you did with the vampires. So once we open the cages, then dinosaur to help with down whatever the creature is a different story.
Oh, I don't think Mystic was here for that. We're not just trying to eschew the guard and the city itself, but the Thieves Guild apparently has been paid to protect this place for this event. So we're also trying to stop them from putting 2 and 2 together, because I'm pretty sure their punishment's probably going to be actually.
They won't arrest you.
Yeah, they might actually do something about it.
They'll feed you to
Diplomatic
the
immunity.
fishes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was
I
going
was
to
not here
say,
for that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
So spray paint on the sides. Galgrim was here.
So if you could do something that's theoretically more attainable for a lot more people, that's probably as good. Like if you can cast like a insect swarm somewhere, that's pretty low level magic, right? And it's gonna panic people.
I do not have any of that available.
Well, you can shape into something more believable too, right?
Nope. I didn't take a low level wild shape. So it'd be my big ass, large size bear form.
You
Or
can't use
another-
it to cast like the lower version of it.
No, the only way to do that is to actively cast the spell.
What if
It
you were able,
automatically scales to the highest tier that you can do.
can you shape into something that is present at the menagerie then? Because you said a bear. Are there bears here? Maybe one of the bears got out.
I can.
There were.
Yeah,
I
maybe
can shape into large sizes of ape, bear, bull, canine, cat, deer, frog, shark, snake.
Shark, definitely.
So does the ability say you have to choose the biggest, baddest thing, or you can
Says
choose
you
up to
are
that?
a large creature with
Hmm.
the reach.
His ability, if it's not the spell, he has it cast at the highest level possible, which
Yeah,
is all.
it's
Which
like
is the
it's
most
like
powerful.
warlock spells from 5th edition that
Yeah.
auto scales to the top tier.
I know a
well,
lot
there
it's like
were
that.
3 brown bears, and there was a lion, 1 male with 3 females.
I mean, if there's a large size animal here that I can imitate,
Are giraffes large size?
They
I think so.
They would be.
can I shape into a giraffe? It's not on my list.
A thing of beauty, the wild were giraffe.
Probably.
I mean, a lion is large too, and there's 3
There's
females.
also the elephants that were pulling the carts.
I think elephants are big, though, like big.
Oh,
I don't know.
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yeah, but there's still options for him too, because a large animal, they've got plenty of those. So maybe he's just,
They have several.
yeah, maybe he's just playing the role. Someone maybe lets the animals out, some mundane animals, and he just kind of blends into the animal crowd, as it were.
You
Well, I
know,
can shape
mundane
into-
animals, yetis.
well, giraffes stick out a lot, so I think they'd notice if they have one more of those.
I mean, pretty much anything's just gonna stick out at that size.
Well,
Well,
I
if
think
it-
she's saying they could probably count how many giraffes are here because they're like 8 freaking stories tall.
Yeah.
But if you were like a female, can you change into a female living animal? Or do you always have to be male?
I don't know the answer to that.
What's the logistical question here, Zargan? Can this dwarf identify as female?
If he wishes to.
Yeah. Because if you turn into a male lion, well, why are there 2 male lions rolling around? That math doesn't add up. But female lions, they could get lost in a crowd. They're low.
As long as they're not all together, they won't
Yeah.
realize there's more.
Who's going to be sitting around
No.
counting cats in the crowd while they're running around?
You get that, Miss?
Naughty, no.
What?
I
He just
whispered him.
me and was like, "What the heck were you doing, buddy? What? You said large animal? Yeah, a giant squid is a large animal."
I didn't see any of the cages earlier.
We still got Galgrim Chaos mode. And plus, we'll be letting out some animals. That's got to be like, pro druid, right?
Animal Liberation Front. ALF, if you will.
Alf.
Hey,
Was it-
wait. Where's the cats?
Any chance you finished the invisibility potions?
I was going to rush them, Zargan. Are they done?
No, they are not.
I don't think we're using the new crafting stuff for the what
No,
we
we
already
are.
started anyway. Oh fuck.
Once
Well-
once you finish the stage that you're on,
Well, I'm not gonna rush Wyvern Venom anyway. It's too high level. I can absolutely fuck that up.
but once you do your first 4 days, Raz, you can rush the second part if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the part I'm not gonna rush.
My
It's too
DC
high
is not too
level.
bad for the Invis potions. It's only like 2.
Yeah, Viz Potion's level 4, but yeah. So what's the plan, Stans?
Well, Galgrim can turn into an animal. Like someone will have to let the animals go and start that party, and then he can just kind of slip into the animal guys and keep going. At that point, once people are obviously distracted, I can start dropping some blind pepper bombs around.
Aim the stampede, Galbro. So the key point that we're trying to achieve, Kruga, is what? I whispered to you before. I didn't know if you responded back to me. Are we trying to fight the Yeti? Are we trying to fight the troll? Or are we just recruiting the troll?
I am recruiting the troll. Everything else is inconsequential to me.
Yeah, he said.
Okay, so we just want to sneak the troll out of here. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to get to the troll. So we're gonna basically disperse the crowd in chaos. Lawful chaos.
So that's the plan.
I don't know what yeah. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. Once some shit starts happening, drop some tear gas, start
When it's
crying and panicking the crowd.
is there a main method of lighting things? Just handheld torches?
What do you mean a main method?
Like when it gets dark, what's their light source?
Potty lanterns. They wouldn't have open flame in a tent. I mean, they're not dumb like orcs.
Okay, so
So
they
is this all inside of a tent?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that-
was last time.
Tent fire.
Big. You can almost say a big tent with like 3 rings in it.
One ring to rule them all.
Well, there's one main ring, and then there's 2 other rings, and the main ring does rule the little ones. All right, so that's the plan. Once something starts, people are going to do something. All right.
Yep.
I have great confidence in this plan.
I will tell Zakara to meet me at the troll cage when she's done releasing whatever animals.
so we do the troll last.
We need to create the distraction so that we can open up the others. Or am I misunderstanding?
Yeah, it's basically that. Like if I just chuck these freaking things into a crowd when everyone's like calm, they're probably gonna notice. Might still get things kicked
Alright.
off, but
I will start with the smaller animals and work my way up.
All right, now you guys are not going there together or going in together.
correct.
Are you
We're gonna
meeting up inside or not?
I don't think we all want to sit next to each other at the tent or something, right?
Well, unless you buy seats, you won't be sitting. It's standing room only.
I'll stick not like next to, but in the same seating area, I guess, as Glizzik. That way, if something goes bad and his tissue paper health falls for some reason, I can bail him out. Everyone else, I'm not as worried about.
Under my breath, you just heard me go, invincible.
Nothing's killed him yet. Logic
but
is sound to
I mean,
me.
The familiars have almost as many hit points as him, but hey, but who's counting? I mean, Bernie has more. All right, you guys getting seats, or are you doing standing room again?
How much was it for each?
Copper for standing, a silver if they have seats available.
Might as well
Assuming,
be.
assuming you're going to the 8 o'clock show then, so it'll be dark.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's gonna be like closer to the cages?
They're pretty much the same. None of them are actually real close to the cage, so.
But you said this is all like just surrounded by a big wall, right?
There's not a big ball. Well, yeah, there's a wall all the way around the park where they're doing this, and yes, that 4 or 5 foot wall there was.
I'm just thinking, would it be better for me to like come through the back end of the tent where it is, or just to run over?
What's the divide between seated and standing? Is there like a partition or something? Or is it just like chairs end here and now people are standing behind you?
There's a marked off little like a walk area, but that's it.
Gotcha. I will do. Yeah, I'll do standing.
That'll be a copper piece marked off.
Yep.
I don't need a seat if it doesn't get me any closer, so I'll also do standing.
Copper,
Standing.
copper,
Same.
copper. Glizzik.
Oh,
I
I
want a
typed in
box.
chat that yeah. I'm doing the silver. I'm rich.
You're doing the seat. Nice.
Yep. And if they have a box or a crate for me to sit on, so it's a little bit higher, so I can see over people.
That'll be an extra copper.
Okay.
Like
In
a
this town, we
Mr. Mayor over
charge
here.
you for being
Short.
hindered.
I also would like at some point to get a rainbow lollipop, the giant one, for my costume. Because I'm at the fair.
That would also be a copper.
Oh, damn, only a copper.
So while you guys are rescuing the troll and doing all the work, Lizzick's over at the concession stand.
Eating.
Sounds about right.
Dude, they had nachos and pretzels with cheese and churros.
They had a topping bar, all you could eat, so I sat there and ate it all.
15 copper hot dog soda deal, guys.
All right. I'm going to say 2 words that are going to change your life forever. You ready? Funnel cake.
Elephant ears have different meaning here.
Gauntram
you
has
guys-
a problem with this now.
You guys go in, take your seats, your one person seat, everyone else standing, and the show begins. Identical to what it was the last night when you watched it before.
But I haven't seen this before. I'm a completely different person than that other orc who was here yesterday.
Yep.
Ooh,
So who's doing what first?
I'm waiting for the distraction to begin.
waiting for the sign.
Going
Waiting
out of
for my
business.
lollipop.
All right, half hour goes by.
Would we know, is there a part in the show where we can gauge where they're going to be like looking in a certain area or something? Or we could try
somewhat,
and
yeah.
not be focused on the animal area.
Yeah, I mean they bring animals in at different parts of the show, so
I just figured if there's like a lighting thing. I'm thinking circus. I'm thinking like it's dark except for spotlights, directional or
It's
whatever like
not
that.
like dark, but it is dimly lit. You remember from the night before, most of the animals, like the Yetis and all bugbears and that, came in right towards the end, where the lions and bears and all that came through earlier in the show.
Oh my!
Yep. All right, an hour goes by.
What? No.
No one's doing nothing. I'm passing time.
They would do something before an hour because my hat only lasts an hour.
That's not that's not my problem now. I said a half hour. No one said nothing.
She's waiting for 45 minutes, Zargan.
Okay, 45 minutes.
I bought you 15 minutes.
I will sneak out.
Just
Okay.
a friendly reminder, you do have a Quicksilver.
Yeah, I'll drink that first.
Okay.
It makes your sneakies better.
And
Oh,
hurts
right.
her.
Yeah, well, I don't expect her to fucking wrestle the Yetis.
You never know when she's picking the lock and they reach through the bars and swat her.
Alright, and I am sneaking the whole way because I can sneak at full speed.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me a stealth.
I'm also, let me give her buff. There it is. Okay.
Now hurt her. Yep, you did. Alright, you kind of pop that potion as you go by. Drop the vial as it kind of hits the ground and shatters and just kind of the glass like evaporates because it's not real. And once again, you wonder what you actually just drank. Because you never see
Scales
him
start growing from your skin.
You never see him buying supplies and stuff, so you're not really sure what he makes these out of. Although he does talk about peeing in vials a lot, so
She's seen me sleuth off that clay in the morning. That's probably
yeah,
nothing.
that's healthy. You walk out heading towards the where the porta latrines are, and you kind of just dodge around them into the shadows, and start moving back towards where the animals are. I'm assuming you're gonna let them all loose, or what?
Yep,
Picking
All right.
locks.
equal opportunity.
Go ahead and roll me a pick lock.
Thievery.
Is this isn't in the tower, is it?
No.
I see you have used assurance.
All right. Takes you a minute or so. Pick the first locks. Actually, I'm gonna kind of jump around here a little bit. So you spent about 5 minutes, and you've picked all the basic cages, like the giraffes, the bears, the elephants, and so forth. Although elephants aren't really in the cage, but they're tied down. But you free them anyways. Then you head over to the more hostile creatures. There are guards here, but they do not seem to notice you. You're kind of moving in and out of the shadows, ducking under the wagons. Come up there, and you pick the lions. Now, when you picking these, you like whipping the doors open, or just let them leave them open a little bit, or what are you doing?
Have they started to notice the other animals are out?
Well, that's what I'm asking you before are you like, let's picking the locks and leaving the doors, like you open the doors and like trying to shoo the animals out? Or are you just going to leave the doors open, just leave the doors partly open?
I will. I'll leave them partly open, see if they take the hint to.
Okay. All right, you get over there. What was that?
They require motivation. Quick, stab them.
You get over there, you do the lions, leave them a little bit open, move on. You start doing the bugbears, you pick their lock, leave it partly open. Well, go ahead.
So after the first 5 minutes, have any of them started going out of their cages?
No. You just got done with the lions. You're heading over to where the bugbears are. It'll be bugbears, and then the yetis, and then the solid wagon that houses the troll. Phone, you had some fireworks.
Yeah. Where do they keep the food here? Sit nearby?
No. You do not know. I mean, they have like hay and stuff in their cages and that, but you don't see any food. And you probably figure they probably feed them before a show, so they're not hangry during the show. Because that could go bad with like lions and shit.
Probably should have borrowed a bomb.
You doing anything, or are you moving on to the bugbears?
I guess I'm moving on. Do I see... I know I was going to meet Kruga by the two-headed ogre. Do I see him there?
The two-headed troll?
That one.
No, he's kept in a solid wagon. It's not like a caged wagon.
I said it was a cage.
Well, it is, but it's solid. You can't see into it.
Mm.
That's why no one knew that they had them. Where everyone else is in like a wagon with like a jail on it. I mean, you're working your way there, so are you keep going or?
Yep. Keep
All
going.
Right. You go up to the bugbears, pick the lock, and kind of open the door. They kind of look at you as you dart back into the shadows. They kind of look at each other. They go over and gingerly open the door with a red-headed ginger, and they kind of step out and start looking around and start moving. You go over to the Yeti thing. Takes you about a minute on this lock because it's a much heavier lock than the rest were. Not sure why. It's almost like someone's done this before. But you get that one out just as you kind of release them and kind of duck back under the wagon, and they're kind of starting to kind of notice, and the door's open. They kind of start going towards it. There's a shout. I need the four of you in the menagerie to roll me a perception.
Oh, almost did initiative. It's always the opposite.
Working on a small straight here. Oh, if Glizzy can roll a 17.
Can he do it?
Perception, not performance. Perception, not performance.
Yes.
Damn you.
I would say he cannot roll a 17, but you never know.
Oh,
there it was. I saw it.
Oh, and Mystic, we all have 2 hero points today.
I know.
Apparently, my giant lollipop got in the way of my vision.
Everyone happy with their perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I feel it's in character. Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
My perception is showing charisma as the stat for it right now.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. Now it's not showing anything. I'm confused. I haven't touched my
Tap it.
character sheet.
Left click
Oh,
on
if
it.
you click it.
You can change.
I thought it was like it looked off. It seemed a little low for someone who's expert compared to my -1.
Yeah,
wisdom.
mine.
No.
I should have +2 to that because my charisma versus wisdom, there's a 2 difference.
Well, stop changing the stat on it.
Yes, I wanted a lower roll for it.
I know you probably did. I mean, you're an orc. You're not bright. All right.
Everything else looks to be fine.
So right about at the hour mark, you guys are starting to go, what's going on? What's going on? What someone do something? And none of you are by each other. Every now and then, Raz looks over and you look at Glizzik. You know, a couple 10 minutes later, you look over. Glizzik's not there now.
I just gotta look for the lollipop later.
And then everyone but Glizzik hears yelling, like outside the tent. You can't really make out what it is between the stuff going on in the tent and stuff, but definitely some loud voices outside the tent. For you, Zakara, sounds like the bugbears either found a guard or a guard found some bugbears. And they're yelling that the bugbears are out. The bugbears have escaped.
Goddamn bugbears.
Goddamn bugbears.
You said I got the Yetis out too?
Yes, you just got done picking their lock, and they're just starting to kind of come out when that happens.
Who do I have left? Or is that everyone?
That's everyone but the big wagon with the troll in it.
All right. If the other ones aren't moving,
You can't really see that far. There are stuff moving over by the normal animals. You're not sure if it's them or you're not sure who's moving now. Because it's not like they're all right next to each other. You don't keep the food, the giraffes and that next to the hungry lions.
Maybe you don't.
Maybe you do, just out of reach.
Most people in the show don't seem to have noticed, or if they did, they didn't care. About another minute goes by as you kind of dart over to where the trolls held Sakara. Then there's another yell. Oh my God, the lions are out too! There's more yelling for those inside. Glizzik, you're coming back with your damn. You're heading to your spot with your damn giant sucker. When you hear the second group of shouts, like I said, you can't really make out what they're saying, but definitely some action going on outside.
So
It's
it's
a car-
all like all these other cages and stuff. They're not inside the tent then.
No, they don't keep them in the tent. They're kept outside. So, Kara, as you get to the wagon for the troll, and kind of duck under it, you feel the magic from your hat fade.
All right.
So we can kind of hear the commotion outside, right? All of us.
A commotion, yes.
Does it seem like any of the like workers inside are like worried or looking around or anything?
There's not a whole lot of people. I mean, some of the people. I mean, they are looking around some, but there's not a whole lot of workers inside that aren't part of the show. There's only a couple like ushers and stuff.
Who's gonna bring me my popcorn?
You have to get your ass up and go and get it yourself.
My ass is already up. I don't have a
Well, there
seat.
you go. But
I'll
So-
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
go ahead. I said I was gonna switch my little star to human in case I need that.
Okay.
And if I start hearing the commotion outside, I'm close enough that I can hear it. Other people will be able to as well. So I'm gonna start seeing if I can draw attention to it, like start the rumblings in the crowd, pointing attention to people who are outside calling the lions are out, the bugbears are out, and kind of like the concerned citizen going, what?
Roll me that bullshit rumor shit you have.
Bullshit rumor shit. I
I
believe.
forget what it's called. That's diplomacy, isn't it?
I think it's diplomacy. It's been a while since I've used it.
It's that or society. I don't remember.
That would be. I believe this is Dandy Dedication. Rumor. It is diplomacy.
You can get the +2 for your badge.
Since most of these assholes are humans.
Most of them are, yes.
All right, diplomacy +2. Tower, you said?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay.
Do it. I'm trying to use. Oh, there it goes.
You have to click on, I think, the little box with the number and not the hero point word.
Whoops, ignore that. Okay, it didn't even roll anyways. I had to add the +2. 30% better.
30% better? You need
Well,
to
I
learn
mean,
math.
as far as roll,
No.
3 points instead of 10. He means.
Is Hildford considered a city or a metropolis?
A city.
Then I think that just barely meets the DC. I don't know if there's any effects for the what's going on, but
All right, that's what you're doing. Anyone else doing anything?
I mean, I'll start heading outside since like that's where I need to go to do things. I feel like I've misunderstood like 90% of how any of this is laid out.
Yeah, I think it's all around.
Okay. What are you doing anything, Zakara? Because I thought you were going to say something, and then you and Bio were going back and forth.
Oh, I might be too late to do this. I was gonna say if on my way over to the troll, no, yeah, wagon, if I saw any animals that were still in their cage, I wanted to shoot some sling bullets at them.
Wow.
Go for the eyes, but
Doesn't even have to hit them, just
Animal
to.
abuse. Animal abuse. I'm calling PETA.
Technically,
No, you just
they're
call- you
always
just call the
flat-footed.
druid.
No, you really don't. The ones that you started with, like, they're in like a half circle around the back, like the normal ones here, then the more hostiles. So you're way over in the one side. You really can't see if they're in the cage or not. But you heard them yell that the lions are out, so you know at least the lions and the bugbears and probably soon to be the freaking yetis. That's not going to be fun.
Okay, then I guess I am staying hidden while I wait for Kruga.
Okay. Takes about another 5 minutes before Raz's rumor mongering gets going, and the crowd you could not only can you see it, but you could feel the perception and that of the crowd like change. Instead of being there like relaxing, they're getting antsy. They're getting almost, I won't say panicky, but they're like looking around a lot. Trying to just they're definitely went from being relaxed to more definitely on edge.
decide if going outside is worth it.
Yep.
Sargon, did you see scrolling up in the chat where I said that I was lighting the tent on fire or not? I was just going to use a lantern, knock over a lantern when she was
okay,
letting
yeah,
the animals
no,
out.
I saw that, but yes, because I said when you got sucker, you had just got back to where you were going to start doing that.
Okay.
And at this time, as that goes on, now are you trying to be stealthy with this, Glizzik?
Yeah, I
Because
just
the
want to
lanterns
bump it
are
over.
high up. It's not like something
Oh,
where
I
you can knock it over. You'd have to like jump up and smack it or something.
Okay, I can use produce flame with my staff if I have to, but I want to try and be stealthy about lighting it. That's why I was
Okay.
trying to use the lantern rather than leaving any evidence. But I could just do produce flame on the edge of the tent and let
Okay.
it slowly start. I don't want to have a huge fireball.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth.
You want it in the tower?
No. It's a hard mix between whether you guys know it
So a 19 hero point.
or you mean, and allowing you to spend hero points. All right, spend that hero point.
Nice.
Wow. Hey, you got better.
Boo.
All right, you kind of go back behind where everyone's standing and watching as the crowd's starting to get a little restless. You kind of mutter under your breath, produce flame on the tent. You hit it a couple times before it starts to smolder. I mean, it's a heavy heavy canvas type material. One won't really light it, but you hit it a couple times and it starts smoldering. I'm assuming then you kind of move back away from the spot you started.
Yep. Back to my seat.
Yep, and you don't have a seat. No, I'm sorry, you do.
Box. Yeah.
By the time you get back there, that's when the 5 minutes have gone by from Raz's rumor mongering, and then smoke has started to fill up here. Not really open flames yet, and then some little kid yells fire.
Raz?
Arrest that child.
Arrest that child.
All right, as this young girl yells fire, there's like an immediate hush over the crowd. And then 3 or 4 more voices yell, fire, fire!
Lock door, oh god.
And everyone starts moving in a direction. It's not the same direction, but everyone starts moving. As the restless feeling they were feeling has tipped over
Catches
the
fire.
edge into a panic. Yes, catches fire to a panic.
So based upon where we're at, like
You are just getting outside and kind of getting away from the tent when this happens, Kruger, because you said you were going out and heading towards the troll tent.
Yeah.
As you go outside, you see you're going kind of. I'm assuming. Well, are you moving stealthy or not?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth.
Doing it. I'm still in like an area where it'd be considered okay for me to be, right?
Maybe. But you're going to be by the edge of it fairly soon. You kind of pull the same things Zakara did. Head over to the portal latrines. Then you're ducking under the rope and so forth and heading back to the back of the behind it. That's a, cast member only area.
And so I start hearing like this fever pitch like inside.
Not yet.
Okay.
So if you're gonna move stealthy, go in and roll it. If not, then you're just gonna walk back. That's on your own.
Yeah, I'll do a stealth.
Okay.
It says text. That's good. In the tower or no?
No, just in the open, so you can spend your hero point like everyone else seems to.
Some of us might need it because they roll a 3.
Hey.
You want to spend a hero point on that one?
No. I'll
No,
definitely
why?
get a 1 if I do that.
All right, you kind of hug around the tent, nice and dark there. Move back there. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something move by, large, cat-like. Like, 30, 40 feet away, goes right by, doesn't seem to see you. And then you go a little farther, and you almost trip over a body. Looks like one of the guards mauled. He might be still alive, but he's like clawed and so forth up. He's definitely bleeding out.
What kind of weapon does this guard have?
A club. And at this moment, when you hear the panic inside the tent, people yelling fire.
Can I grab the club from the guard?
Sure.
And
Just
like,
so we're clear, I don't believe club is a monk weapon.
it's a simple weapon though,
Probably.
right? I'm still proficient in simple weapons.
I'm just saying you don't get your monk bullshit with it.
No, that's fine. It's more for like appearances than anything else.
He just wants a club to belong.
Because most orcs will travel around with some sort of weapon, not empty-handed to beat the shit out of people with. Yeah.
Well,
So I'll
at
just
least you don't have your hand wraps or your armor with you.
true. Yeah. So I'll grab that and I'll continue moving toward where the troll is and like clinging to lesser like seen places and
Yep.
trying to avoid where apparently now the bunches of animals are starting to move through.
All right, Glizzic, what are you doing?
Making sure the chaos is working. Maybe I could do performance to try and sell it for the danger to heighten the panic.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
26.
Okay. Raz, what are you doing?
I'm gonna see about just same as Glizzic, but not performance. I want to keep hyping the crowd, getting them, stirring them up into a panic. Basically, make sure it's gonna get going. Then I'll start.
Well, no, I mean you're just more of a rumoring kind of type of stuff, and no one's really stopping and talking. Everyone's moving and panicking.
They're already at that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a huge panic yet, but they're already at that stage.
We all have to flee for our lives.
You're in a big cloth tent, and several people have now yelled fire, and there's smoke.
I could add more fire to it, but I feel like that's probably not necessary at the moment. Actually, I'll delay for the time being.
Okay. Galgrim, are you doing anything?
I guess it's time to start moving, so I will kind of try to sneak kind of behind a tent or something and go into insect form so I can get into kind of the backstage area without really being seen.
Okay. I want to make you roll stealth. You're shorter than the people. You can pretty much turn your insect form right in the middle of the crowd if you wanted to, and probably no one would even notice.
Yeah, and I'll try to kind of step behind something. Just I almost don't want to get stepped on, right?
Well, you're not small enough to be stepped on. I mean, you're not like a gnome or a goblin. And
No, insect
you
form
haven't
I
been.
am.
You haven't been. Well, if you're. I'm assuming you're going to be a flying insect.
Well, yeah.
So you would like foop, and you'd be hovering in
Actually,
midair,
I
and
can't
then
do
you
a
would fly
flying
off.
insect.
You can't.
I have to do it at 4th level to be able to have flying form.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't practiced 2nd level.
Oh.
So it's just a regular insect.
Wow, you're gonna take like the next hour to walk to the back area.
Are you doing like a mouse or a small lizard?
So they've got a like 15-foot move speed, and I have the
Okay.
wand. So I can fucking like skitter basically pretty quick.
So you're using the wand and then insect form?
I mean, I pretty much just use the wand lasts for what? Like fucking
An hour.
The wand only lasts. I thought the wand lasts
thought
for
it was
No,
8
8 hours. 8 hours. You
yeah,
haven't
and
used it for a long time.
I can use it. Yeah, and I can basically use it. There's no cooldown on it, right?
It's a once a day.
So once a day. Okay, so I use
Oh,
it.
you could overcharge it.
Right?
Yeah, I would.
You can
I would-
try.
No danger.
Honestly, I probably would have used it coming in here, knowing that we're
Nope.
doing this.
Nope.
That's my default whenever I know we're going into something like this. Anytime I know we're going into a combat situation, I pre-use it. That's been the default.
Just use it first and then go insect or
I
whatever.
mean, I'll use it first to go in. That's fine. I'll just duck around a corner and use it, and then.
Okay, you pull the wand out, you pop it, And then, next round, wherever you would pop into an insect, hop onto the tent, or crawl under it, or whatever.
Right into the fire.
I'll go in Galvin's gun.
What are you doing, Raz?
So
Remember,
as
you cannot see you cannot see each other now.
right. As people start kind of going into the panic, start moving around, I'll take out this greater smoke stick, and I will kind of stumble around, as I'm sure I'm probably getting jostled as people begin moving around because I'm a wee little
You're
boy.
being pushed a little bit, not super bad yet.
I'll use one of those stumbling things to kind of crack the stick and use the greater smoke stick that I've been holding on to for a hot minute. With a sharp twist of the item, you instantly create a screen of thick, opaque smoke in a burst centered on one corner of whatever, just the area. Since we're not on a grid. All creatures within the area are concealed, and all other creatures are concealed to them. So I'll draw, crack it, and it is a greater one, so it's like a 20-foot radius. So it's a huge area of smoke.
All right.
By the way, I just like to imagine that when Glizzik's trying to like hype up the crowd and further increase the panic, you just go, the roof is on fire.
Burn, motherfucker, burn.
As
you shoot
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
As you shoot more flame up into the tent.
Sorry, I'm swearing right in front of the 6-year-old that said fire to start with too.
Nice.
That's how you.
He's only 4 years
evil.
Corrupt the youth. Start him, yeah.
All right, Glizzik and Raz, what's your plan? Not once you get because the other three are kind of seem to be going towards the troll. What are you two going to be doing independently? I guess. Are you heading back to the troll? You trying to go out with the crowd and leave?
Kruger said he wanted to talk to it alone, so I will start making my way there, kind of trying to not get squished while blending in with the panic crowd while I go. But I'm going to stay somewhat in the neighborhood, but I know he wants to be alone.
Oh,
I'd like not to be crushed by the crowd, but I do want to follow them.
The plan isn't go for the troll. My plan's go for the animals, and then I'm going to turn into an animal and try to like communicate and like make them even more rowdy. Essentially, is the plan. My plan.
Okay.
Fight for your freedom.
And what were you doing, Glizzik? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right.
I'm going with the flow of the crowd, and if necessary, I may do more actions to try and get them to keep moving out, so we can kind of just everybody leaves together type thing.
All right, I need Raz and Glizzik both to make me a reflex save.
Nope. I'm good at these.
There's that 19 I was looking for earlier.
I think there goes my second hero point.
Travel underfoot.
Well.
Nice knowing you, Rad.
Yeah, the dice gods giveth, and they taketh away.
Hey, I have
they trample you and set up all your things.
That says that.
Yeah, the dice gods giveth.
Yep, I had that shirt.
No,
I also got the stroke the orc gently, but shirt as well.
All right. Glizzik, you seem to be moving along with the crowd very well. They seem like pushing you some, but you're kind of deftly dodging in and out between people and moving with them, keeping them going while, firing them. Oh my God, fire, fire! You're egging them on, keeping them moving.
Huge
Raz,
cloud of smoke.
While you're not being knocked to the ground yet, you're being buffeted and smacked, and you're stumbling back and forth. You're kind of getting tossed and turned, not sure which way you're going.
I imagine being at the epicenter of this smoke screen is probably helping with that.
And that is not helping at all. I mean, that only lasts about, a couple, 10, 15 seconds before you are pushed out of it one way or another.
That's fine. I mean, works for me.
Okay, Galgrim, you get outside. You see the bears kind of huddled over by one of the wagons, the three of them. Like the little baby bear behind the other two. The other two are facing outward, kind of watching what's going on, kind of like in a protective mode. You see several of the lions moving about, possibly hunting. That's what you see at the moment, Galgrim, if you want to go join one of those groups of animals.
I mean, I'll join the bears because that's like my default.
Okay, are you going to get them moving or sit there and stay with them, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna basically do Viva La Revolution style of just like go to your freedom. Essentially, is the goal.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a
Animal handling,
no such thing, but nature.
nature. Oh,
So good.
almost was a 20.
Wait, you got a hero point?
I
Yeah,
cast
I
gust of
determined.
wind.
I'm hero pointing that.
All right. Everyone's burning the
Incoming
hero points.
one.
Oh my god! I thought that was
Nice.
gonna be a 2 again.
All right, so you kind of pop into bear form, go over there, start with them, get them kind of worked up, and they start heading towards the exit right as the people are coming out of the tent. Not to mention the lions.
We're all running out together.
The time time's not gonna the time between you guys aren't gonna be quite the same for the rest of the thing here because I'm not gonna try to keep it even. Kruger, you get back to the wagon that has the troll. Zakara, you see Kruger approaching. You've seen several guards go by, Zakara. Some of them are chasing an animal. Several of them are being chased by animals. You do see the Yetis have a guard down, ripped apart, and they're chewing on him. Like one has a leg, one has an arm, and the other one has like the rest of them. And then you see Kruger kind of moving his way towards where you're underneath the heavily reinforced troll wagon. You gonna sneak attack him?
When he gets closer, as long as there's no guards nearby, I will get his attention.
Okay.
I just look down at it and say, "Is it open?"
I was waiting for you. Do you want to talk to him first, or you want me to open it?
It'll probably be easier to talk and not be noticed inside.
All right, I'm going to try to open it.
All right. Roll me that thievery.
Fable. All I can think of is the scene from Young Frankenstein where he's like, "Whatever you hear, don't let me out."
Oh,
He gets to talk
and
to the monster.
I forgot to add another +1 from my new lockpicks.
Okay.
So fancy.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm switching to my phone. I'm gonna start getting ready for work, but I can come back to my machine if I
Is
need
it
to.
that time already?
Oh well, I figure while they're doing their thing, I can start getting ready now, so I don't have to later.
Oh, okay. I say, is it 10:30 already?
Nope, just being a little proactive.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if I need to do something, I can come back to the machine, but I'll just be on my
Gotcha.
phone so I can still hear.
Yep. All right. So Zakara, you hop up there, go to the door, pick the lock. Really easy. The one on like the Yeti cage was much more difficult. You open up and you and Kruger pop inside. It is dark inside, no surprise, but you both have dark vision. And inside, you see like inside the wagon. There's not a whole lot of room. A little bit of area like a little prison cell, but it's empty.
That's not helpful.
Wrong cage. Did
How
you
many
see?
could there be?
This is the one that they brought into the show last night.
I opened all the other cages. Is he invisible? Is it already open, like unlocked, or is it shut?
No, it's shut. There's actually, I mean, there's a lock and stuff on it, but I mean, it's you go pull on it, it's locked.
I'll just toss a sling bullet in there, make sure it doesn't hit anything.
Nope.
I'll
Probably.
just call out in Jotun, Troll, are you there?
Nothing.
Did you see them bringing him out for the show?
No.
It's way too early for that.
Quick, check the trailer.
Where else could he be?
Did I, moving all around past the cages and stuff, did I see anything else that...
Nope. I want you both to roll me a perception. You look around and stuff. You know, you're both looking around. And Kruger, you notice the bars on these cages are really thin. You're not sure they would even hold a troll. It probably wouldn't hold you if you really got mad. And they're supposed to be stronger than you are.
This isn't where they should be keeping it. There's no way these bars could have held him.
And then you kind of notice there's no troll droppings, no scraps of food, nothing. This wagging thing is actually fairly clean. Doesn't even smell like an animal in here.
I feel like we should leave.
As the outside folds up and traps you.
Alright.
Alright, back to the rebel rousers. Galgrim, you're leading the bears around the side of the tent going for the end, because there's only one way out of here really for a bear, because they really can't climb over the wall very easily.
I was gonna say, I'm also like, once I get the bears going, I'm gonna try to get the other animals going too.
I mean, they're all up, moving about.
Yeah, it's basically gonna be I'm basically gonna be trying to do exactly what they're doing on the outside of causing chaos of like, let's go, but with like animals.
Yep. You notice as the people are kind of running out of the tent, the bears are going right through them. Not like biting and clawing, but more like running them over.
That's
as you kind of hold back, you notice off to the side, over by where the portal latrines are, you hear a weird noise. Look over as a giraffe gets mauled by 3 lions.
Nah, that happens.
And goes down under Claws and Fang. Glizzik, you are dodging around in the middle of the crowd, coming out of the tent, just as a bear kind of plows right in front of you, knocking people over. Although, to be honest, go ahead and roll me another reflex save there, Glizzik.
God damn it, Galgrim.
Grab on, take a ride, catch a ride.
And then Raz, whenever you get a moment, go ahead and roll me another reflex.
My 4s are back,
What I can
sir.
say.
I'm good with that. I
Okay.
only have 1 hero point left, and I have to save it for crafting.
All right. Well, you get it. You know, like I said, you get in there, and two bears come kind of plowing through. One of them clips you a little bit, spins you around a little bit, stumbles you. Doesn't knock you down, which is good because people are freaking out. If you go down, you're gonna be trampled by something. If not, besides the people. Going prone here is gonna be bad for anyone. Raz, you are bouncing. You're got your feet back on you. You're moving in the crowd fine, keeping them moving. People are running. They're all heading out. The staff has kind of gotten out of the way. They're all trying to chase animals, get them under control. Glizzik,
I don't know if
you?
it's-
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if it's possible, but like in moving towards an exit, I would like to aim towards, if it's even feasible, the one that would be closest to where I know Kruga and Zakara would have been going.
There is only
But if it's
one
not,
exit out of the walled-in area.
okay, then never mind. I'll just go that way.
All right, Glitzik, are you trying to pop out, or are you going out of the area with the people as well?
I'm following the people out of the area.
Okay, so you and Raz kind of go with the flow out of the tent, out straight up, outside, out of the park, basically, where
Yep.
people, where there's enough room there, people start dispersing and going every direction with their significant others, their kids, whatever, if they're still all together.
Yep.
Galgrim, you're getting the animals going. You're keeping them moving around. You notice you running around and stuff, getting them going. You notice the bugbears. You notice one of them. Well, the last one climbed the wall and hop over into the town, and they're gone. They're in the town somewhere now. The Yetis, you go by, you find them finishing up feasting on the guard and looking around for blood on standing there. What nice white fur. Looking around, and some guards are kind of circling them, trying to keep them at bay. Kruger and Zakara, you kind of exit the troll wagon. What are you doing? It's a mass chaos here.
You cut out.
I'm sorry. When did I cut out?
You said you exit the
troll.
Oh, you guys exit the troll wagon, and it's a mass chaos going around out here. Animals running everywhere. Guards are down. Their guards are trying to contain some of the animals. What are you guys doing? The mass of people are still exiting the tent, but they're heading towards the exit.
I'm gonna ask the car. I'm gonna turn to the car and say, "Do you think magic could be masking whatever happened in there?"
I think, from what you said, maybe that troll was never there to begin with. We saw it in the show, right?
Oh yeah.
Did it do things that
It stayed in the cage and stuff and roared and stuff like that.
it never left the cage?
Nope.
It was the same cage.
Yes. That's how you knew which wagon to go to. Roll me a society, Zakara. No, roll me a will save. That kind of thought pops in your head. She was doing a little bit during the show, but nothing major, and that kind of just joggles your memory.
Now that I think on it, when we saw the show, the leader was doing some illusion magic.
Doing like, color lights and stuff like that. Color spray, stuff like that.
Is it possible that she could have done this as well, or someone else could?
I think so.
Hmm.
You could probably still go catch one of the Yetis.
There's no point.
Well, I think, as the car looks around, I think I'll get out of here. I don't want to be seen. The magic wore off, obviously.
Leave and I will figure out what I want to do.
Want me to do anything else?
Kruger just looks strangely disappointed by this fact that, the troll may have just been magic. And just, thinks for a second and said, no.
Alright, see you back at the house. And Zakar is going to run off towards the darkest shadows where the least amount of people are.
Are you heading out the exit or are you jumping the wall?
I don't really know where we are in.
You're at the back of where the exit is. You have to go completely across. Remember, there's only one entrance exit here unless you jump the wall, which is why those bugbears jump the wall.
I'm okay with jumping the wall.
Okay. I figured you would be. It'd be the easiest way to get out without being probably seen. All right, about an hour goes by when this started. You guys have all reconvened back at the chapter house at this point. Dozens of City Watch descended upon the circus area. A few were wounded. You're not sure if any of the new ones were killed, but several of the guards inside were killed. And several animals are probably still unaccounted for. As you guys make it back to the chapter house to plot your next evil act.
Is there an opportunity, Zargan, that I would be able to clean off all the makeup, the disguise, basically, once we got back to the chapter house, and make my way to the House of Healing? So I imagine they're probably about to get an influx of people.
House of Healing would be closed.
They're not. They don't have any sort of like emergency freaking shit going down in the city. Let's get a triage thing set up, sort of thing going.
They may, but normally they don't. I mean,
okay. I was just
not
going
their
to use
job
it.
to. They're not like a hospital. They're a pay. They're
Right.
an at pay medical facility.
Sharon doesn't work
Okay.
nights.
I was just basically going to see if I could turn some goodwill out of the situation, but
Gotcha.
but if they don't do that sort of thing, then great.
Not like for free, no. Now, I mean, the city can request they open up to 10 people and all that, but for something like this, it's probably going to be, hey, you were mauled by a bear or a lion. Sorry, go deal with it on your own. You know, it's not like time
Not
of
good
war.
standardized healthcare, huh?
Hell
Hey,
no.
that's what happened to me when I was mauled by a bear. I was told to just suck it up.
Yeah, but you provoked the bear.
Hey, John.
Illegally,
take
I
Poppy
have a court
out?
report saying I did not.
All right. On the island. All right. So, anything you guys would like to do before heading to bed for the night?
Well, how did it go? I assume once Kruga and Zakara get back.
Yep.
Yeah, how was the troll?
He's not with them.
No troll.
Neutral.
He didn't take kindly to your offer, I take it?
I don't think there ever was one.
But we saw him.
When we went into the cage, there wasn't any evidence that there had ever been a troll there. Kruger even said the bars, the cage wouldn't hold him. And thinking about it, that leader of the menagerie was doing some illusion magic, so we think the whole thing might have been fake.
A show for a show, then.
Yeah, they sure got us.
They prey on the dim-witted.
It was it a two-headed troll?
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kruger.
Hmm.
And if you want a two-headed troll, you could always try to recruit that guy, Grug?
Grug?
Yeah, the one we saw on your date. The one fighting before you.
Oh, that's the champion, right?
Yeah. He was a
Put that in
two-headed
my
troll.
notes. Hmm.
And he was retiring soon. He could retire to your army.
Wait, so what you're saying is you think that the troll that we saw in the fighting pit was the one we saw at the circus, and they just illusioned on an extra head?
Well, they both have two
Ah,
heads. I guess
right.
it could have been the same one.
It could have been the same troll, huh?
They could have hired him. Or it could have been an illusion.
Maybe they've got him fighting or whatever. You think?
If he was the champion, he probably wouldn't be leaving the area.
Maybe that's how he was going to leave because he's retiring. You think? I'm sure he's got money. I mean, he's been fighting for years or whatever. Maybe he's bought a ticket out of this place and they wanted to do it like hush hush. And maybe I'm overthinking it. It's the only other troll we've seen recently.
Two-headed one.
Yeah, same number of heads on that troll, mind you. Or maybe they saw him fight in the arena and cast the illusion to look like him. You know what I mean? Because they thought it was pretty cool.
What's his name? Grug?
Yep. I mean, I know the menagerie returned, but we don't know their acts. Maybe the troll was just for this location.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to return again though. After tonight's performance,
Might not be allowed.
Definitely not a good return from a similar event. Although I think this one was even worse.
Not worse for them. They still have their money.
what are thieves still getting paid for protection?
Unlike other people, Thieves Guild gets paid up front.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Anything else you guys would like to do before we pass the night?
Play with the cats.
Okay.
Is the like based upon like conversations I had with Samantha, is the fighting pit open every night or is it just
No.
like okay.
It's not every night. Usually it's only
what you cut out?
yeah, no, it's been heard noises outside. Hey John! John! There's some noise outside. I'm trying to yell for my son to go out and see what it was.
To do
He's
it
not
at troll.
answering. Was that you outside?
Odd
John!
noise outside. Send your son.
Where were you?
It might
Can
be
you go out
something that
front and
was the
see what
firstborn
the
anyway,
noise
so it's
was?
just saving a step in the process, really.
See if like the chair or something or the sign blew over again? Well, then he gets you and not me. Can you pick it up and bring it in? Oh my god. Alright, sorry about that. My son's being a whiny little bitch.
Don't worry. Teenage.
Basically a little wussy boy. But okay, you can play with the cats. And you said something, didn't you, Kruger?
I already forgot. Like, I was trying to. I think basically what I'm trying to get at is I'm trying to figure out there's a way I can get in touch with Samantha.
He was asking
Oh,
about
that's
the
right,
fighting pit.
Yeah, I was talking about the fighting pit and Basically, I'm trying to see if I can't find out like Krug's location or plans.
That would be something you'd have to go one of the nights that they're open.
Hmm.
And since you're not really sure how to get there yet, because she didn't show you how to open the secret door. But being something for another time. Let's close the night. You guys all kind of play with the cat some. You guys head off to bed and go to sleep. Let me pass the time.
I got stuff to do in the morning. Go back to testing out poisons.
Look at that. Zakara healed too.
She did it. What a healer.
Now, I need each of you to roll me as the flat d20.
Zargan, as a case in point, just because we didn't say it, we will be taking up the disguises once we all get home,
Oh, that's fine.
rather than
Yeah.
sleeping.
Keep up the good work, Raz.
Yeah. We all getting hit by vampires in the night and Thieves Guild at the same time. They're all connected.
This is the damage we're taking.
Wait.
I'm dead.
Vampire thieves? Wait a minute. If only you knew one.
Sakara, are you a vampire? Is that what he's trying to tell us?
Is Ferris still part of the Thieves Guild if he's been recruited by a vampire?
I mean, he's technically dead, so I think his obligation might have ended.
Alright. Everyone has a good night's sleep, as normal, except for the goblin. You
I have
toss
a
and
great
turn.
night's sleep.
No, you toss and turn. Almost like you feel like ley lines and magic flowing through you and the city. And as you're not sure if it's a dream or not, when you wake up, that is, you feel like the power building, and then there's a big release.
I'm so sorry.
And in your dream, you see hundreds of bodies. And as his power is released, they all kind of look up, their eyes glow red, and they start to stand up.
Nice.
Obviously, some sort of undead.
Yeah.
And that's really all you remember of your dream when you wake up in the morning. But you are covered with like a cold sweat.
It's the closest thing to a bath he's had in a while.
You hosed me down recently, I do remember.
No, didn't he fall into the river with the dragonflies?
You call swap water clean water to
Well,
Hey,
you said
it got
bad.
me.
You didn't say
wouldn't-
clean.
It got
wouldn't
me
exactly
clean.
say he's coming out cleaner.
Cleaner is the key take home.
All right, so we are on day 8, so we're going to move some time here.
I made that water dirty.
So day 8 goes by. You guys go off and do your daily things. End of day 8. Let's see, top of the list. No, that's day 10. No. Kruga, at the end of day 8, your tattoo is finished.
Woo!
Did I already put it on? Do you already have it?
I don't think so. I don't see it.
Gotta find which tattoo it was. It was the enveloping light one, wasn't it?
Sounds kind of
One that
familiar.
gives you the light spell and you heal at the end of each round. Was that the one you got?
I am not sure.
All right, well, I'll figure that out. Also on day 8, Raz, you finish your base 4 days on your Wyvern Venom.
Reverse engineering.
So you can go ahead and mark off 12.5 gold.
There it is. I didn't already
And
do that. Yeah, I didn't.
no, you didn't. We didn't mark nothing off them. And do you want to be done? You want to pay the rest now and do it, or? Well, actually, you need to roll. I'm sorry. You need to make your crafting check.
Say I'm gonna make a check first. This is alchemical related, so there's a circumstance bonus for my feat, and then I have the alchemy lab, which is another one, so I should be getting a +2 on this. Do you want a dice tower?
No. $37. I didn't put the okay.
That might be 36. I think it already counted a +1 because I think my goggles give the same bonus.
God damn it! I am unorganized tonight.
That's +1 item from the goggles.
Is usually 14 for the proficiency plus
No,
what,
it's
4 for your intelligence?
no. This is fine anyway because when you're mastering crafting, the feat gets you a +2 anyway.
24.
It's just circumstance, so that's
All
still
right. That is a critical success.
yeah.
2 for circumstance, 1 for item. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, 1 item, 2 for circumstance. So it ended up being right anyway. Because I forgot that you upgraded 2 on when you get master crafting. This is the first time I've been able to use specialty crafting.
Oh, okay. That doesn't help. Okay, so do you want to keep spending time, or you want to just finish the pay off the other 12.5 gold and get the formula?
I'm gonna keep working on it because that's because it's only like 12.5 gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working. I'll work for at least 2 more days. I'm gonna need that change.
And your master?
Yeah, so it's 3 gold a day. Unless I rush, because then it'd be 6 gold a day, but then I gotta make that check, which is 10 plus item level, which is 8, minus crafting proficiency bonus, which is 14. So the odds would still be pretty good if I rushed it. You know what? Let's just take it for a spin. Let's rush it.
Okay.
You still have a hero point?
Nope. So I can get it basically done in 2 days and pay 5 silver.
Alrighty. So you're gonna rush that.
Yep, we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So that is day 8. I'm not sure how to handle this because nothing's lining up. Because I want to burn some time. So basically, the next 3 weeks and a couple of days, Galgrim's busy. 2 weeks, Zakara is busy. Kruger, what do you plan on doing while everyone else is crafting or retraining? You just gonna go find a job, or?
Like my default is to go down to the docks and keep an eye out for the dead meat, essentially.
Are you gonna work, or are you just gonna hang out?
No, work. I'll earn income while I'm kind of checking as stuff's coming in.
That's kind of what I figured. I just want to make sure. All right, because I want to burn time here. So, Glizzy, how much are you working on those potions until they're free? The rest of them?
I'd like to, and fast crafting it.
Right. You were right
Yeah.
because you were Russian.
Yeah, and they're 20 each. So I paid 60 already, right? 20 times 6. Yeah.
You paid half because you have to pay half up front for materials.
Right.
And you worked 1 day at normal, so you owed 57, and then we're going from there.
Keeping in mind, at some point during this downtime, I do still need to retrain Streetwise into leatherworking.
Yep. So in order to work those down to free, it'll take you 10 days.
Okay. If it's 9 and I owe 3 gold or whatever, that's fine. Too.
Yes, that's what it would be. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and mark the 3 gold off.
Yep.
Okay. And then you want to retrain, or you want to go into brewing more potions?
I'd like to do the retrain first.
Okay.
I'll see how long it takes.
Retrain's flat 7 days. That's 17. Nope. That's 16 days. 4 days. Okay, for the moderate healing potions, Glizzy, do you want to rush those?
The check should be not that bad on them, right?
Oh, actually, hold on. You need to roll the check on the invisibility potions. Go ahead and roll me a flat 20-sider.
Yep.
You had a flat check of 2.
And I made it.
And you made it. Wow.
Goblin ingenuity at its finest. I need a 2. I shall roll a 2.
I'm not wasting any extra effort.
And I'm skipping.
All right. On the healing potions, then, do you want to rush the setup?
Let's see, what level are the moderate? Level 6. So that would increase the flat check for it.
No, basically they are level 6. So if you rush, what level are you on brewing?
Expert for crafting, yeah.
Okay, so you can reduce it 1 day for a +5 on the DC.
Okay.
Now it's a consumable object. It is 1 or 2 levels lower than you because it's level 6 or level 8. So it is base 3 days. And if you rush, this is for the first half. And if you want to rush it, you can reduce it to 2 days, but then the DC goes up by 5.
The issue is if I do the healing potion moderates, that's going to be 300 gold to make 6 of them.
Correct. Be 150 in
F-
cash. Do you have 150 gold?
Oh, I've got it. It's just a matter of that's a lot of money, and I don't know if we need it.
It is.
I'm going to pass. I'm not going to do them.
Did you want to brew something else?
No, I think what I'd like to do at the time is I'll retrain Streetwise to leatherworking, and then I'll work on the leather projects for the people with the whatever lizard skin and dragon hide and all that stuff.
Did you want to do earned income for the rest of the downtime, or?
Yeah. Maybe I can do storytelling in taverns or something like that using my performance. Or fortune telling,
16. Give me a second here. I'm trying to do math in my head, and I'm fucking. I can't think right. We're on day 8. 4. Okay, you want to do your? Is that what you want to use? You want to try to do stories and such in like taverns on that?
Yeah. Almost like a bard, storytelling type thing. To try and get money out of people for tips and stuff.
Yep. All right. You are a master. All right, go ahead and roll me your performance. This will determine whether you can get a job and like keep it for that long.
32.
Gold a day. All right. So you spend most of the rest of your downtime hitting different bars and stuff, performing. All right. Kruga, you're using athletics, right? That would be like menial labor.
Do I think I could make more money by using a different skill?
No, that's probably your best shot. Because it's
Not even
based off.
performance.
Well, definitely not performance for you.
What do you
Because
mean? I can
basically,
perform.
your pay is based on making a skill check and what level you're trained in. So a master is better than expert, better than trained.
But master and expert are the same in like for most
At level,
tiers at
yeah,
our point.
correct. Until you get up to like level 13. But the only thing you're expert in intimidation and in perception.
Also
So
expert in stealth apparently.
yeah, but so
Oh my god, I need to go back and look at this. I think things have
but
changed. I think I'm actually only trained in stealth. Could be wrong though.
why the hell are you changing shit?
I haven't changed. I don't know what's going on. I'll just have to double check it, I guess.
Your athletics would be your best bet.
Sure, we'll just do that then.
Okay, go ahead and make your athletics roll.
Oh, that was just a D20. Hold up.
Yeah. Okay, that's a success.
Just a success.
Yeah, you didn't quite make it critical. Alright. Galgrim, what are you doing after you finish all your retraining?
How much time do I have left? Like a couple of days?
No, you're gonna have like about a month.
After 4 weeks of retraining?
Yeah, party took like 8 weeks of downtime.
Crafting. It's time.
Just work using nature.
Okay.
Got to relocate all these wild animals that suddenly got released into the city.
Go ahead and roll your nature check.
He's got to find porridge for all those bears.
Can I use a hero point for that?
If you wish.
I'm good. Like I thought about it, and then I realized I have an average of rolling lower. So.
All right. I know Raz is going to be a pain in the ass. So
What?
Zakara,
When am I ever?
you finish. You do your 2 weeks of training, of retraining, I should say. That'll leave you with approximately 5 weeks of downtime. First question: have you picked your 4 items?
I think so.
What are they? You can put them in the chat if you don't want to say them out loud. I don't care.
I will copy and paste them to you.
Secret stuff. Secret stuff. Just trying to get this downtime kind of moving and kind of over so we can get back to some adventures. This is our 5th downtime session, so
Yeah, I've been like level 8 for 6 months.
I know.
You're teasing me. We're 1 level away from the next healing elixir upgrade.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, level 9.
Well, hell, I ain't ever giving you 9 then.
Oh,
Your healing elixirs are bullshit as it is.
God forbid the support has a support heal ability.
Exactly. That's
Although,
what druids are for.
I mean, I could have been a cleric, then I'd just get free heals every day.
I mean, don't you currently get free heals every day?
Yeah, but then I'd also have all the bullshit that's on the cleric spell list. And it wouldn't even cost spell slots. This one's at least cost me my, well, quote, quote, spell slots. Though I do like that they did that for clerics, so you don't feel like you have to take just heal spells if you want to be able to heal.
Yeah. I haven't even read clerics yet.
They get free heals or harm, depending on your god, every day. And it's based on charisma, though, which is weird. Yep.
Everything's based on charisma.
And they're automatically leveled to your highest known spell level as well. So you just get 3 or 4 of them every day for free. It's like 1 plus charisma.
Oh.
And then you can take more of your actual spell slots if you want
Yeah.
to at that point.
Well, paladins have their lay on hands, which do a fixed amount, but it's a focus spell, so they can get, 20, 100 of those a day if they wanted. Got that list, Sakara? There we go.
2, not 1. I've got 6, so
2.
2. Good deal.
And so magical crafting, anything with the magic. So if I took a potion, I don't have to have something extra to make it, right?
Correct. You selling 1 or 2 potions too, or Glizik?
2. We switched from when I typed it, so clarifying for you. If you guys want them, I'm just charging what it cost me to make them. No extra. So they're 10 each instead of 20 each.
Those all common items?
Yes.
What the hell's that one? Ah, it's not a potion. Okay. I thought it was a potion. Okay. Then you have 5 weeks to do earned income or whatever.
Zargan, how much will I be making in the downtime?
Basically 3 gold a day. I'm not sure how many days there are. I'll have to sit down and double check and count them.
Okay.
But you will have the most earned income over compared to everyone else.
What? That's bullshit.
He spends the most time.
So I know I asked in chat earlier, but is anyone interested in any sort of magic item that I could try to look for a formula for to craft?
I mean, I've got a list, but I'm pretty sure they're not practical. Mostly because of cost.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing too. Like I want, like eventually I'll want like strength enhancing items, or not strength, athletics enhancing items. But
You want that Apex belt.
but they're, I mean, I could probably get one right now, but might as well just save up and get the upgraded version instead of wasting the money.
I mean, I think the most practical, useful, and easily accessible-ish one would just be a bag of holding, since I'm constantly over encumbered.
Oh, you're still over encumbered?
Yep, by 0.5 at the moment. Literally, like all the patterns for these things I'm gonna reverse engineer is the difference at the moment.
The next thing on my list is armbands of athleticism, and there's 645 gold.
Yeah, the stuff I've got on here that are super interest is like greater healer's gloves, which are like 700 gold.
While Zakara's trying to figure out what she's going to do with her 5 weeks, Raz, you pretty much going to go down the line doing deconstructing the lesser salamander next?
Slight change.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move a couple of things up. I want to make a batch of stuff for Kruga and Zakara. I'll start with Kruga because as of 20 seconds ago, he decided to commit.
Oh, that's because I knew I was coming into some more money and had an idea of how much that would be.
So I want to craft a batch of moderate Drake hearts for him. Just
Yep.
one batch. I know I could do 2, but he's too.
Okay.
He ain't rich enough to afford 2.
You want to do some
So
quicksilvers too?
yeah, that'll be the one after.
Okay.
A single batch of quicksilvers for Zakara.
And then you had blood crystals on your list, and then the deconstructed the lesser salamander.
There was more on that. Sleuthing toxin, just basically all the stuff that we picked up from the bag. I would start reverse engineering it, all that stuff.
Did you want to make the blood crystals or just go right into deconstructing?
We'd do blood crystals before deconstructing because I feel like I'm on a timer on those things
Okay.
because of the blood.
You making one batch or?
I don't know how much they're worth because I can't pull it open. It doesn't pop up the handout in my.
They're 50 gold each.
Fuck me, man. That's 200 gold for one batch.
But you also take the dragon turtle blood, which you have, and
Yeah, but
that's worth so much. Then that's worth what, 10 gold a vial?
I don't know. Are they worth something, or I thought that was in addition to the cost
No,
that you
they
actually
are.
needed the blood?
No, that actually reduces the cost by using those.
We might have to come to that.
You know, if you do
Like-
like elf blood, that doesn't have any kind of real value.
Hear that, elves? You ain't so fucking magical. We might have to come back to that one because I know we have not that much time left in session. I at least want to get the stuff that I know I can do done rather than the variable cost one.
Okay. You and I might need to have a discussion here this coming week and finish this stuff off for you.
Yeah, because I have a couple of other things that aren't crafting related as well that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured we could just do crafting offline. But I at least want to get these mutagens done for them, so they know what they have to work with.
Gotcha. And Zakara, have you figured out what you're doing with your time?
Yes, I want to look for a formula.
What formula?
Formula for rope of climbing.
So, Argan, is there any chance I can check the academy to see if it has it for her?
You can.
Because we can maybe like purchase it there, and then I could give it to her.
Possibly.
It's not like against the rules. I'm just making sure.
You're not really sure.
Okay. I'd like to try and at least ask them if we could do that. I want to have a thing made, and I have a person who could make it, and I just need to buy the formula so they can make it for me.
Okay. Which one of you two wants to roll the 20-sider to see if they have it? Stop crying, Kruger.
Glizik can, since he's the one asking them.
Just a flat check?
Yep.
17.
Let me pull up this. Which formula of rope climbing are you looking for, Zakara?
The lesser.
It's 262 Advanced Player Guide.
It's a level 3 item.
Yep, I typed it in and I saw that there's 3 different ones.
Later, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
His parents are in town, so he's dumping us to go hang out with them. Since
I understand.
he's done for the night. Oh, that is... Oh, I'm like, where the hell are their traits? Okay, there they are. That looks different. Yes, Glizik, they do have that formula.
Sweet. And I just want to check and make sure it's okay for me to do that. I'm having an item made, and I need the formula for the
That
person
is
to make
fine.
it for me. Okay, I just want to double
The
check.
formula
So it's
is
not-
3 gold.
Okay. Done.
And I want to look for a another formula for a rune of returning.
Do you guys got that one?
I gotta pull it up first.
It is also level 3. And
Roll me a
common.
20-sider.
Your turn. Hero point.
Can I use a hero point on a flat check?
Sure. I actually looked that up, and yes, you can. I looked it up because of Glizik's flat check on his potions. Anytime you roll a 20-sider, pretty much for like a skill check, because a flat check is a skill.
I'm sorry.
You can use a hero point.
He was gonna like hand it across the counter to you, and he just starts pulling it back slowly and sneering at you.
Wow. No, they do not have that.
Hides it under the counter.
Can I don't know, would the Forge also sell formulas?
They do not. They sell products.
Is there anywhere to look, or is that the only place in town to look?
As far as you know, that's probably the only place to look. I mean, you could try to get one of the brokers to do it, but
So it might
that
be like
takes
an
time.
individual person that has it.
Speaking of the brokers, Zargan, did they find my collars?
They have a price for you.
Okay.
The first one would be 75 gold
For one?
for one. Then each one after that is 50 gold.
Did
Those
they
are
find
custom
3?
items. What was that?
Did they find 3?
No, they could have 3 made.
Okay.
If you want to spend 175 gold, they can get you 3 of them.
Does anybody want to pitch in so the cats can talk?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. How much?
Basically 75 gold per cat.
He said 75 and then 50 and 50.
She wasn't paying attention. 75
This
for the
cat-
first cat.
this
75
cat
for the
can
first cat. 50 for the second.
Why do you need 3 then?
I'm gonna buy one for the bear.
Got to pass on that. I still owe you money.
So broke. Do you take copper?
I mean, that's what 75 plus 175. I mean, I can do it. It's just, does anybody want to pitch in and help? Is the question.
Do I want to? Yes. Am I gonna have any gold at all once I'm done paying for potions?
I mean, I'll pay for it, and if people want to like help cover it later at some point, I'm not gonna say no, but I'll pay for it right now.
I mean, in character, Raz doesn't see it as anything more than a novelty.
Okay, I paid 175 gold, Zargan, for 3.
Okay.
2 for the cats and 1 for the bear.
Yep. Mark off the cash.
I already did.
I put it into chat, basically the process, Zargan, that I intend to use for both of them.
Five days of crafting.
1 for the setup and 4 to craft. Or the the post, I mean. Because it's 6 gold a day, so it's 4 days. And then 1 day of setup because I'm rushing setup. But the DC is so low that I can use assurance and pass it automatically.
What's your skill in crafting?
Total
You
skill or proficiency?
Proficiency. You
Proficiency
expert
would
or master?
master. And it would be a plus 14.
Well, then you can reduce it 2 days on your base would be. Those are what? Both third levels?
I could reduce it 2 days to make it 4 hours, but I would then have to roll because assurance wouldn't cover it.
Well, correct.
So I would rather use assurance and just do a day of setup
Gotcha.
because it's still
Okay.
going to take a day of setup anyway, even if it's just 4 hours. So
Yep,
I'd rather go for the safer option.
I gotcha. Let me copy that.
So yeah, because they're so low level, this is 100% safe. Like the only thing I have to do is roll to see if I fail and they get a quirk, but they're still going to function. I cannot crit fail this check. Because
As
the
he rolls
DC's
ones.
Well, that's just it. Even with a 1, it's still a pass knocked down to a fail, which only gives a quirk. It's a critical fail that actually stops the process you failed. So when the DC's -1, I can't critically fail this check.
Why? Why can't you?
Because the DC's -1.
No, DC can't go below 0.
I don't believe you.
Or I probably can't go below 1.
I don't believe you.
You can still crit fail on a 1, maybe. I'd have to look.
No,
I don't know.
it's literally like I fail on a 1, but I would succeed on a 1, but then 1 knocks it down to a fail. Because the DC is 13 and my bonus is 14. Even on a 1, that'd still be a 15.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought you meant you
Yeah.
can't crit fail because DC is below. No, okay.
No, I can't crit fail because I mathematically cannot.
Because even a 1 is a success, but then
Yeah,
it's a
but then
1,
the
so it
1
drops
knock-
down to a failure. Okay.
it's so
okay.
low. It's so low an
Yep.
item because it's only like a level 3 item.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm even doing all the rushing for these, because it's safe to do it.
Yep.
So I mean, I can give you my 2 D20 rolls just to see if they got quirks, but other than that, that's the process.
Yeah, go ahead and roll them. Yep, they're both screwed up.
Yeah, they got that extra razzle dazzle.
Stank.
That's what Raz is short for.
Razzle dazzle. There's actually a gnomish feat called razzle dazzle, I think, as well. But
All right, Zakara, anything else? Any other formulas you're looking for? Or are you just trying to go and get a job like everyone else?
Well, I wanted to actually do some crafting.
You out of arrows?
oh, did you take the gold, Sakara?
Off my inventory?
Yeah, because you said you were buying them. Kruger
I
already
have
said
not
he
yet,
did.
but yes, I am going to buy them.
Okay.
I want to craft that rope of climbing.
All right, so basically, Kruger and Zakara are paying for your potions, Bio.
Correct.
Okay,
Both shelling out the 24 gold.
gotcha.
At a 48 gold value, I'd say it's worth it.
So you want to spend time doing your rope of climbing. Do you want to rush the initial setup? You are a master in crafting, right?
Expert.
Oh, okay. So it's a permanent item. It is 3 levels, so it's based 4 days to craft this. Before then, you make your check. Then you have to pay. So do you want to rush that? You can reduce it by 1 day to 3, but then the DC goes up by 5.
And it's a level what item?
3. So
So
her
ballpark, what would it be for DC then?
depends.
Just because my invis potions were level 4, my DC flat check was 2.
We're not talking about flat check. We're talking about the crafting check.
Ah,
Normally, a
Sure.
DC for a 3rd level item is around 20.
Yeah.
So you want
I will.
to reduce it a day to 3 days?
how much time do we have left? I guess probably
She
I
has
want.
like 5 weeks.
You got time.
Okay, with crafting, once you do the initial part of it, then every day after that it lowers it by 2.5 for our level.
Well, you are expert. It would be 3 gold.
We're level 7, right?
You're level 8. Wow.
Wow.
Don't even know what level you are.
we
I know it's been
basically
a while.
leveled at the beginning of downtime.
Oh, a week ago. Okay.
So right now you're looking at, let me look this up, a 18 DC to make these. It'll take you 4 days for the first check. So if you want to bump up to DC 23, you could do the first part in 3 days.
I'll just do 4 days. That's fine.
All right. Go ahead and make your crafting check.
You said it was 18?
Yep. All right, that's a success after 4 days. So spend 22.5 gold. You don't have a choice in that unless you have components, which I don't think you do. And then you can decide you spend the other 22 and a half and have it right now, or you can spend time to reduce the cost.
I am reducing the cost.
Did you want to rush the reducing cost? If you rush it, basically instead of doing $3 a day, 3 gold a day, you would take 6 gold a day off it. So it would take you 4 days to finish it. Then you'd have to make a flat check, which would be 10 plus 3, 13 minus,
Craft proficiency.
which is 12.
Basically her
So
total minus intelligence.
DC 1.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Then you spend 8 days total. Gotta write this down.
Yeah, the new crafting may not have addressed the big gripe about crafting, but it sure did made low level crafting a lot easier.
Well, no, that's what one of the big gripes was, that if you want to do a bunch of low level stuff, it still takes you forever.
Well, I mean, it still kind of does if you make permanent items, because it's like, what, 6 days set up now?
Yeah, but if you take that feat, that cuts time off, and
Yeah, but I don't think that's what folks were looking for. I
eh,
think they wanted something a little bit more like something to do with crafting, even if you're playing a high paced game where you don't have a lot of downtime.
well, if you're doing consumables, you can do them in like 2 hours if you have that feat and they're low enough level, which means you can do them at night during your camping stage.
Yeah, but that's only consumables. And assuming you
Yeah.
got like the lab or the walking cauldron and all that.
Well, you're correct. You'd have to have something with you, yeah. All right, Zakara, go ahead and make me that flat check of 1. And you try to fail. All right, you now have a lesser rope of climbing. And you have spent 8 days doing it. For 22 and a half gold. I'll add one to your sheet. What else do you want to do with the rest of your downtime, Zakara?
Remember, we wanted to try to get a meeting with Poppington, and then I wanted your help on something.
Yeah. I figured that's after all this crafting, we're gonna go back and do that sort of thing. Or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I know Zarga's trying to wrap it up, so I just want to make sure it doesn't get lost in the cracks.
You got about 3.5 weeks left of time, Zakara. And I don't know how low you're getting on fundage. I mean, I could look, but I don't know if you want to craft something else or you just want to go get a job.
I will craft something else. If I do potions, do I have to have a lab set up or?
Yep. You have to have somewhere to brew potions and that at.
Still Glizzix.
Or cauldron.
Yeah.
If we're at the chapter house, I have my initial first cauldron. I'm no longer using. If you want it,
Sure.
because I bought the walking cauldron, so I still have one that I just had listed as at the chapter.
So you want to make some potions of retreat?
Yes. I'll do a batch of that.
Now, batch is 4.
I know. These are cheap and low level.
Like goblins. Throwawayable.
Okay, that's a consumable. So your base time is going to be, your setup time is going to be two days unless you want to rush that.
2 days is good.
Okay. Go ahead and you're making 4 of those. Go ahead and spend 6 gold. And then make your crafting check. That's a success. So now you've paid 6 gold. You could pay 6 more gold to finish them, or you could spend 2 days normal or 1 day rushed.
I'll just spend 2 days normal.
Okay.
And then, how much time do I have left?
Before 12. About 3 weeks.
Okay, I am also going to do a batch of effervescent ampule.
That's not a batch. It's it is a consumable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those are 7 gold apiece. Okay, so those are consumable. So it's 2 days base unless you want to rush it.
Nope. 2 days good.
Okay, pay your 14 gold.
I'm removing the wyvern poison from my inventory since I reverse engineered it.
Okay. And then you can spend 5 days normal or 3 days rushed to finish them.
Well, let me roll first.
Yep. I mean, you're probably not going to fail this, so yeah, that's a success.
Okay, and I'll just spend the normal.
Okay. That kills 7 days total. Do you have any gold left?
I'm giving her money for the rope that she was making.
Why is the rope for you?
Yeah,
It is.
Oh,
I said it was to the guy. So I
oh,
paid
I
the
know,
3
but
gold
that
for the
doesn't mean
formula
nothing.
already. So we're haggling in whispers. So I'm taking 25 off of
That
mine.
gives you roughly 2 weeks left, Sakara.
I just sent you what I basically have left. Most of it's craft, and then the second half is not crafting stuff.
Gotcha. You got 2 weeks left, Zakara. What do you want to do?
I'm figuring out how much gold I have.
Okay. I think next time we do downtime, we're going to do it in week increments, and pretty much people will tell me what they're doing each week, and we'll go by that, just so I can do it a lot faster.
I feel like maybe like a hybrid thing. Like there's a lot of crafting in the group, obviously, but I feel the
Yeah.
crafting could probably be done offline.
Maggie, take the 25. You've been my best customer so far.
Let's switch into the
I
phone.
mean, like 100% of my downtime could have been
All right,
done
Bio.
offline.
Not. I mean, most people could have been as well, but Zakara spending all her money, not realizing she might need money for other things that's coming up.
What else do I need money for?
I don't know. How are you gonna make how you gonna do that heist? You might need to buy stuff. You don't know.
I
You can
really
always
hope
take a loan
not.
out from your goblin friend at a sizable interest rate.
Making fun of her for spending all of her money. I just spent 175 gold on cat collars.
Right? And they both walk in the door at the other side of the chapter house from each other. I'm so poor at the same time. I bought so much stuff. What'd you get? What'd you get?
The cats can now talk to each other.
The cats
They
just hop
always
up on the
could.
table. What'd you get?
All right, I am. This is probably the last thing I'm gonna make. And I calculate I do have enough. I'm gonna craft the handkerchief. And I still have silver and copper.
So you're not poor. You're fine. You may have to eat the cats to live, but you're fine. Mystic. Last time I brought home a pig, we ate it. You might want to have a talk with Glizzy about the cats. He's already been playing with them lovingly.
Glizzic eats the cats. I eat Glizzic.
He's just fattening them up. He takes such great care of them. He's so nice to them. I see him giving them treats all the time.
Alright, Hanky's level 2. So that's 4 days base, unless you want to rush it to raise the difficulty.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so spend 12.5 gold. And then I'm assuming you're going to want to work off the rest,
Yes.
which would be 4 days to work off the rest.
Okay,
Unless you want to rush that. You want to spend the 4?
that's fine.
That's 8 days total. Leaves you with 6 days left.
All right, I will earn income those last days.
Doing what? I mean, you can be picking pockets and thieving stuff if you want. I mean, that's...
Does the Thieves Guild have any low-level jobs?
I mean, they could. I mean, that's... I mean, if you want to do thieving stuff, you can. And that's fine.
Yeah, gotta warm up.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a check.
Thieving check,
Yep.
+1 to that. Well, if I'm using lockpicks.
Probably not.
Okay.
That is a success. Alright. We close all these. So basically, next time we play, we will be doing the heist. And Zakara, 2 days before the heist, while you're earning income, Guillermo, one morning or one evening, hands you a letter, sealed letter.
I will open it up.
It's a bill.
You owe us.
Taxes, lady.
That would make today is the 19th of good month.
Today is the 19th? Okay.
Yes. The evening of the 19th would be when you were given this letter. As you can see, the date of when it was written down at the bottom. Do you understand any of it?
Yes, I am reading through it.
You're not. Do you have to look? Do you have to look stuff up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I say I did.
I didn't actually think it would get used.
Well, since you put it there, I had to look it up to use it instead of just making it up. So you got a dilemma to decide.
Yeah, Zakara reads through it, and the more she reads, starts to scowl more, and then crumples.
This is at the dinner table, so everyone's there.
And after she reads it, she's going to crumple it up and shove it in her pocket.
Not the good news, I take.
I'm not sure how they found me.
Who found you?
That's nothing important.
Is it a good thing or a bad?
I'm not in trouble.
Okay. Just didn't know if we should fortify the house because people are coming for you or something.
Right. Are we about to add another name to the list of people who would cut our throat in our sleep?
No, that's just the Thieves Guild if we piss them off or don't complete the job they asked for. Oh, well. I just want to focus on the heist for now.
Wow. Wow. That's all I'm saying. And we will stop. We will end it with that.
Do we need to throw the items on our sheet, or you're going to do that later when you have time?
I'll do it. So several of them I have to make up.
Cool. Do you need page numbers or anything for the items?
Nope.
I manually added one big rainbow lollipop to my sheet for inventory.
Did you put on it that it's pre-licked? Because you know you were having some. Used. There you go.
Eventually, it's just gonna be like all kinds of like leaves and twigs and stuff sticking to it.
No, you have it safely in your pocket. Just some pocket lint.
Right? It comes out looking like cotton candy. So much lint.
Wow, Zakara doesn't know names.
Not. I.
Nah, you guys can log off if you wish.
Cool.
Just
What if I
make
don't
sure you
want
log
to?
out. You're gonna anyways.
I don't consent.
That's fine. You don't have to.
It's like, yeet.